Hey folks, welcome to another video. Today we're checking out a new career option. This is a simulation of one of the coolest jobs in the world, a Zamboni driver. And I've been considering becoming a Zamboni driver for a number of years, particularly recently. My day job's been a little bit more stressful. I figure being a Zamboni driver, sliding around the ice at your favorite minor league hockey club is probably a good option. And I'm practicing while wearing my XREAL Air 2 glasses today because, from what I understand, the bright lights of a hockey arena, you do typically end up wearing sunglasses while you're driving in some Zamboni because the glare from the ice and the harsh lights from above you, you're going to need some eye protection. So this is a true simulation today of what it's like to drive a real Zamboni. Not necessarily in VR, AR. I am playing this just as a standard Unity game. I will mention that the Universal Unity VR injector by Raikuparta does work with this game. You still have to use a controller to steer or a mouse and keyboard, but you know, if you want the opportunity to learn how to use a Zamboni, this is a great training simulation here. And I will say, I also cut some features from the game. There's a person that talks like it's having an existential crisis of some form, very depressed guy. I don't view myself as someone that would be depressed driving a Zamboni. I think this would be an awesome career. So I'm just going to go around in circles on the ice and listen to this awesome musical soundtrack. Now this particular Zamboni driver is driving at night when there's no one on the ice rink, so it doesn't have the excitement of the fans in between periods of a exciting, hard-hitting hockey game, but it does have the peace and tranquility of going back and forth on the ice. And I know for a fact that there are several ice rinks nearby. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. There's an ice rink in San Mateo that's actually really close. Actually, I believe it's not in San Mateo, it's in Foster City. It's really close to the Sony PlayStation offices. So if I became a Zamboni driver there, maybe I could befriend the folks at Sony and somehow get early access to a PlayStation VR 3 or something of that nature. Now, when I pursue my career as a Zamboni driver, I think I will probably continue the channel. It'll just be mostly me going back and forth on the ice as a Zamboni driver. I think if I start like a Patreon or something of that nature to get a GoPro, because I don't yet have something like that, maybe I could get a GoPro with a nice fancy mount, and then just go back and forth on the ice for hours, and folks can watch that, and maybe it'd be like ASMR or something of that nature for folks. Maybe people would really enjoy that. I'm really not sure. But just, you know, the added stress of a lot of things, I feel like this is a career choice that I can get behind. Especially, you know, having played through, this is actually the third chapter of a significant chapter of the training to be a Zamboni driver. This is not a like one and done kind of thing. This is something that you work up to. You start out with like training ice, and you move up to the more elaborate ice as you steer. Now, one of the things I also learned is you don't want to like floor it because you could end up taking the Zamboni through the wall. I don't think that's really a good idea. You could probably get fired pretty quickly doing that. It's my understanding that the guy in the game actually got demoted because he did something similar. So you can back up too. I forgot. You can reverse the Zamboni. It's not just all forward motion. I don't know if this particular song is required as a Zamboni driver. I would probably wear headphones. Maybe this is the song that plays over the PA system as a Zamboni goes around the ice. But I'd probably play something a little different. Maybe some Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby, or some Ice Spice. The other thing I understand is at the bottom of the screen there's currently like an indicator of how clean the ice is. From what I understand, when I'm actually driving a real Zamboni, that's not there. So I'd have to actually know, probably based on the shine of the ice, how clean the ice is. As you can see, there's a giant black spot here still. That's never a good sign. The other thing I do want to mention is this is a simulation of being a Zamboni driver from as far back as 2019. I couldn't find a more recent Zamboni training simulation. And this one is actually so old that it's free to download and play. So I'll leave a link if anybody else is interested in becoming a Zamboni driver or has an interest in this career, because I am truly fascinated now and I'm really getting ready to hit the ice at this point. I think I might be contacting the San Jose Sharks or the Barracuda and saying, look, I want to be your fill-in on weekends Zamboni driver and see if I can get a trial, maybe an apprenticeship as a Zamboni driver for them. Because if nothing else, I want to have the opportunity to go around in circles on the ice like this. This is fantastic. When I was in college, I actually was in an intramural broomball league for a period of time. And they used ice very similar to this. Maybe not quite as shiny at the time. Now I'd imagine using the VR mode in the Universal Unreal VR plugin would make it a little better because you'd be able to tilt your head. I can do that by using the mouse. I can turn my head from side to side like this, but it's just not the same. Let's see. Where am I missing? Ah, I'm missing a spot back there. And right next to us as well. That's perfect. That's exactly what we need to do is clear this ice. I also wonder if a true Zamboni experience will come to a different device like the Apple Vision Pro or something of that nature. I could see this being a real killer app, teaching folks how to do this very in-demand career. Let's look behind us. Seem to be mostly done. I see a spot. Turning around on this thing is a challenge. Maybe I can upgrade my Zamboni over some time. I believe there are newer model Zambonis that do come out. The standard Zamboni, I believe, is the Zamboni 650. I think there might be like a updated model as well. I keep missing this spot. Not sure why. I'm gonna try to shift around here. It's really important, especially since that's near center ice. That's where the face-off's gonna happen. You don't want that to be scuffed in any way. You don't want your team captains to fall on their butts immediately after they start the game. Can we clean that? So I'm not sure what's still remaining. Maybe we'll go back to the back corner over here. It does look like possibly over here in the back corner I might have missed a spot. Maybe I turned a little too sharply. There we go. We've cleaned the ice. Got a little check mark to validate our excellent work driving the Zamboni today. From what I understand, this entire simulation, Zamboni Simulator 2019, is around an hour to an hour and a half experience, after which you can get certified as a Zamboni driver. I'm going to go ahead and turn the key here and hop off the Zamboni, head toward the exit. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm not sure when I'll be back with more content. You know, keep checking out the channel. It's how are we rated here? Try harder. Okay, well, until next time, strap on your skates, test out the fresh ice. And I'll be there to clean it up after you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.